Once again, I welcome all the students watching this video lectures. You know, you have to concentrate, prepare the notes, and whenever it is required, you pause the video lecture and think over that. So in this lecture, we discuss that circular loop as a magnetic dipole. While discussing the Biot-Savart law, we have derived a formula for the magnetic field. On an axis of current loop as B equal to mu 0 Ni R square upon 2 R square plus X square raised to 3 by 2. That we have derived using Biot-Savart law. For origin of the magnetism, the elemental part is the magnetic loop, current loop. And we will show that the magnetic field of this loop for a large distance is very similar to the electric field of electric dipole on its axis. Magnetic field of current loop at large distance is very similar to the electric field of electric dipole on its axis. For that, we start with this formula and we take large distance. So for x is very large than r, you know that x is the distance from the center of the coil, r is the radius of the coil. We can drop r square at the denominator. We can neglect it means. So what we get, B equal to mu 0 Ni R square upon 2. If you drop this R, X square, then 3 by 2 to cancel, should become X cube. This is for large distance. Now we do some modification. We multiplying with pi over here as well as pi here. You write next in second step, don't modify here. Why I write multiply with pi? Because this is pi r square. So pi r square, just I remind you, this is the coil and this is the radius r. This is the distance x. This is the point. X is large compared to r. So if you take pi r square, that gives the area of the coil. So I write mu 0 Nia upon 2 pi x cube. So mu 0 Nia, just in last lecture we discussed Nia is the magnetic moment. So I write magnetic moment M divided by 2 pi x cube. Still do some changes because I want to compare it with electric field. So I multiply and dividing by 2. So this becomes 4 and here it becomes 2m upon x cube. So this is the magnetic field at a very large distance of the coil. So here direction can be determined using right hand thumb rule. that you know it. Even I revise, you turn your fingers in the direction of the current, then thumb shows the direction of magnetic field. Okay. Now I write one more formula for electric field of electric dipole, that is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught 2p upon x cube. So this is the electric field on the axis. Electric field on the axis of electric dipole. If it is equator, then it is minus p upon x cube, if you write in the vector form. Okay. So if you compare these two, then here mu 0, so in electric field you have 1 upon epsilon naught. Here you have magnetic moment. In electric field you have electric dipole moment. This x cube very similar. In this case we have B, in electric field you have E. So you can say that magnetic field at large distance from the coil is like a dipole of electric field. So we can say that coil current loop behaves like magnetic dipole at large distance. And this is the similarity. Okay. So using this also we can add one more thing. What is the electric field on the equator? This is on the axis, and on the equator we know that 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught minus p dot r upon, or whatever this r cube I write. Yes. So same thing you can write here, what is the electric field, magnetic field at this point. So this is the equatorial line. You can write the corresponding formula, mu 0 upon 4 pi minus m upon f cube. We can use it. V is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi minus m dot r upon r cube. So this we can use it for large distance. So current behaves like magnetic dipole at large distance. So what is the magnetic moment? M is equal to IA. So we can say that a current loop can be used as magnetic dipole. And this is the magnetic dipole moment M. So current loop can be used as a magnetic dipole. We can say that. Then what is the difference between magnetic dipole and the electric dipole? These are the similarity. The difference is that in electric dipole charge is basic unit, and in magnetic dipole itself is the basic one. Itself as a basic. Why? Here you can see plus charge and minus charge exist separately, But in magnetic dipole, north pole and south pole both are exist at the same time. We don't have north pole and south pole separate. Separate existence of monopole is not exist. Monopole does not exist. So basic thing is dipole itself, and here basic is positive charge or negative charge. So that is the main difference between electric dipole and magnetic dipole. Here also we can say that this magnetic field or the magnetic dipole is generated because of the moving charge, or you can say current. So current is the basic thing. But if you see the proton and electrons has also magnetic moment, but in that we don't find any such current. So still there is not a clarity about this, but little bit we can say that current is the basic thing for the magnetic dipole. But why magnetic dipole possessed by the electron and the proton, that is not explained on the basis of current. So next small topic, that is the magnetic dipole moment of a revolving electron. So we all know this now, that nucleus is at the center, which has charge Ze, and electrons revolve around the nucleus. This atomic model is proposed by Neil Bohr in around 1911. And this is, you can say, a stepping stone toward the new mechanics called quantum mechanics. So totally concept is changed. Quantum, just additional information I gave you. What is the difference between quantum mechanics and classical mechanics? So according to classical mechanics, everything continuous, while in quantum mechanics, not a single thing is continuous. It is always in terms of some multiplication, integer multiplication of something. Suppose I draw this slope. So according to classical mechanics, it is continuous slope, okay. But if you see very microscopically, then we say, suppose virus is taking this virus is going outside. So compared to virus size, this is very, you can say, height is very large. So you can say it is not a continuous, but looking in the with respect to the virus, this is nothing but it is a like a staircase. समझ भाइयों? So when you go at the microscopic level, it becomes quantum mechanics, and when you see at the macroscopic level, it is a classical mechanics. Or second example, suppose તમે કોઈ ફોટોગ્રાફ લીધો, તો તમને આ સવા ફોટોગ્રાફ જ છે, તો તમને કન્ટિન્યુઅસ સર્કલ દેખાય. પણ આને હું ઝૂમ કરું, તો એક વખત એવું બનશે, એ કેવું ફ્લાટ થઈ જશે અને સ્ક્વેર દેખાશે. So if we go for a microscopic level, then all the things are discontinuous. It is called quantum mechanics, and for a larger scale, it looks like continuous. તો ફોટોની અંદર તમે ધારો કે ફોટો લીધો હોય અને ફોટોને આપણે ઝૂમ કરતા જઈએ તો તમે જોશો તો એક પિક્સેલ દેખાવા મળશે. ખરેખર ઝૂમ ઇન કરીશું તો કન્ટિન્યુઅસ લાગે, પણ ઝૂમ આઉટ કરો તો એ ડિસકન્ટિન્યુઅસ લાગે. તો I try to explain roughly. So that is the thing. So Bohr is the first person who has given atomic model on the basis of quantum mechanics. So according to him, electrons are revolving around the nucleus like Earth revolves around the sun. Like Earth revolves around the sun. The necessary centripetal force provided to the Earth is gravitational force, while here Coulombian force provides the necessary centripetal force to the electron, because electron is revolving. Electron is revolving. So electron is moving this direction. So we can say the current is flowing this direction. Why? So current direction is always opposite to the direction of electron, because electron has negative charge. Okay. So this is one type of electric current only. Electron is revolving, so it constitutes a current, and because of that current there is a magnetic moment, and we want to find out that magnetic moment. Okay, so what is the current? So current, due to motion of electrons around, current due to motion of electron around the nucleus is I is equal to E upon T, where E is the charge of the electron and T is the periodic time. And where, what is the periodic time? T is equal to 2 pi R upon V, that is circumference upon velocity. So what is the current? EV upon 2 pi R. So this is the electric current due to the motion of the electron, is due to the revolving the electrons, that we can say. Now magnetic moment due to electric current I, current loop, is M is equal to, here I say different symbol, mu is equal to IA. So what is I? EV upon 2 pi R into area is pi R square, where R is the radius of the orbit. So what we get? EVR, pi is cancelled, 1 R is cancelled, so by 2. So this is the magnetic moment due to motion of the electron. So this is the one thing. Now what we do, I want to introduce angular momentum. So we multiply mass of the electron at the denominator as well as we multiply at the numerator. So what is happening? E by 2 ME multiply with MVR. What is MEVR? Anybody? કોને કહેવાય? હીટ આપું તો રોટેશનલ મોશનમાં એન્ટર થવું પડશે તમારે. Okay. Angular momentum is equal to what? R cross P. Okay. R is the radius here and P is the angular momentum in this direction. Angle is 90 degree. So we write RP sin 90. P is equal to MV. So R MV. So angular momentum is MVR. તમને કદાચ યાદ હશે પણ અથવા બાજુમાં લખાવજો. જરૂર નથી અત્યારે બતાવવું પણ તાજું કરવા માટે. So this is nothing but E upon 2ME multiplied with angular momentum L. This is the angular momentum of the electron's motion. Okay. Now, very interesting thing. Mu L is the magnetic moment and direction of the magnetic moment is determined from current direction. So mu L direction ક્યાંથી નક્કી થાય? કરંટ ઉપરથી. અને L કોના પરથી થાય? તો કે માસ ની મોશન થી. માસ જે બાજુ મૂવ થાય એના પરથી L નક્કી થશે અને કરંટ જે બાજુ હશે એનાથી mu L નક્કી થશે. તો અહીંયા તમે જુઓ ઇલેક્ટ્રોન ખુદ આમ જાય એટલે માસ આમ ફરે છે એમ કહેવાય. So according to this motion of electron, angular momentum is in outward direction. So this is the direction of angular momentum. Current is flowing this direction. So if you use the right hand thumb rule, तो हमारा फिंगर आ बाजू फेरवाना तो अंगूठो अंदर तरफ जશે. So this is the direction of mu L. तो mu L and L both are opposite direction. समझ में आयु? ફરીવાર બોલું છું. L નક્કી કરવા માટે મારે માસ કઈ બાજુ એના પરથી નક્કી થશે. So it is moving in anti-clockwise direction. So L is outward. અને કરંટ ઉલટો ફ્લો થાય છે તો mu L અંદર તરફ થશે. તો જો મને એરો બનાવવું હોય, suppose I want to put arrow on mu L, so it becomes a vector. So I have to introduce negative sign. So if you write in the vector notation, you put negative sign. जो मैग्नेट रेशो तो जरूर नहीं. ओके, दिस क्वांटिटी E upon 2me, E upon 2me is called gyromagnetic ratio. गायरो अथवा जेम बोले थे प्रोनाउंसिएशन gyromagnetic ratio, and its value comes out to be 8.8 into 10 raised to 10 coulomb per kilogram, and it is half of specific charge of electron. Specific charge of electron. Gyromagnetic ratio is half of this one. 8.8 into 10 raised to 10 coulomb per kg. અહીંયા સુધી સમજ આવ્યું? તો ફરી એકવાર have a look. So electron is revolving according to Bohr's atomic model, and it constitutes electric current. So it looks like a loop. Loop has magnetic moment Ia. I is given by E by T and T is given 2 pi R upon V. So when you combine, you are getting EVR by 2. To introduce angular momentum, multiplying dividing by ME. So we get the relation between mu L and L. Mu L is the magnetic moment and L is the angular momentum. And also we define what is gyromagnetic ratio. So this is actually verified with the experiment also, and this is theoretically. It means that whatever the Ampere has proposed, it is also true at atomic level also. Then question comes, is there magnetic moment has any assigned value at the atomic level? If Bohr model on the basis of quantum mechanics, so it is in discrete form. So is there discreteness in the magnetic moment at the atomic level? The answer is yes. So according to Bohr, angular momentum is equal to nh upon 2 pi. L is equal to nh upon 2 pi. Now we use L over here. So mu L is equal to E upon 2me. So mu L is equal to E upon 2me into L this is L. So we get H upon 2 pi, because we are talking for hydrogen, so N is equal to 1. Okay, so this becomes EH upon 4 pi Me. This is called Bohr magneton. Bohr magneton, and this is the minimum possible value of magnetic moment at the atomic level. Minimum value of magnetic moment. And if you put all this value of E, that is charge of the electron, as is the Planck constant, Me is the mass of the electron, then that comes out to be 9.27 into 10 raised to minus 24 ampere into meter square. So if N is equal to then a double of this, N is equal to 3, then 3 times of this. So this is the minimum possible value of magnetic moment at the atomic level. So this magnetic moment is due to the orbital motion of the electron. Remember, this magnetic moment is due to orbital motion of the electron, but we know the electron also have spin motion. So due to spin motion also electron has magnetic moment, and if you calculate this, it is very similar value of that one, because electron is a elementary particle and it doesn't have its own axis like a top or like earth. So because of spin motion also electron has magnetic moment. And if we study the magnetic property of iron, then one has to consider spin motion of electron also. Then and then you can explain the magnetic property of iron. Only orbital motion if you consider, then you cannot explain the magnetic property of iron. So this is the Bohr magneton and magnetic moment due to the motion of electron around the nucleus. તો બરાબર પાછા લખી નાખવાનું છે, જ્યાં પર જરૂર પડે ત્યાં પોઝ કરવાનું છે, ફોર્મ્યુલાઓ તમે એડ કરતા જજો, અત્યારે સમજતી જવાની છે. Understanding કરશો, then you can crack the new problem, and if you do more practice, then you will have a more speed. So you need both to understand the problem, at the same time you do the practice, so you will have a good speed during the examination. Only just practicing, you are not getting this depth of the subject. For that you need to understand the physics, and by doing the practice you will have a more speed. તો તમે વાતને સમજી શકશો અને કરતા હશો. Okay, thank you.